This is a review and walk around of the 2017 Chevrolet Impala. We just bought this thing yesterday, or I should say picked it up yesterday. It's got 18-inch tires, smooth body lines, dealer plate, just temporary till we take the regular plate in on Monday. The Impala is the longest named model car still in production by GM. This particular car has a 2.5 turbocharged inline 4 engine. Excuse me, Ecotec engine. I almost said Vortec for a minute, sorry. My V8 in my blood is rolling over. Never seen a brand new engine so clean before. And I'm never going to work on this myself, as you have to remove the air filter, the cover, and just about everything here to access that belt. Here's the engine. Runs good enough. So there's the engine. This particular model has a featured moonroof or sunroof. Of course, mirror turn signal indicators. Very spacious trunk. Nicely embroidered with the Impala logo. The rear seats do fold down for extra storage. Ignore this pink crap, this is my mom's stuff. Well, it's her car. Here is another little battery. I'm not exactly sure what it's for, but hey, it's there. Nicely housed in this compartment. This vehicle did come with a spare tire. It is a donut spare, but it is better than no spare. Those are Aldi bags. Also has the emergency trunk release in case the mafia kidnaps you in your car. You can escape, and after they lock you in the trunk, you can escape, hopefully. Also features a, where is it? Rear vision backup camera. This particular model is the LT. The back seat is a back seat. Typical back seat. Has the cup holders. I believe there's also a 110 or possibly USB, I think it's USB outlet port down there below the thing, below the center console. Leather interior, black leather. Front here. We've been driving this thing around for the past, since yesterday. So powered up and down front seat in the passenger side. The rest is manual. Glove box, interior. Ooh, money. Here's a look at the door. Got this like fake wood plastic, which looks nice. I think it'd look better in actual wood, but of course you have your extra large cup holder right here in addition to the two that are on the dash. So let's get to the driver's side. Give you a better look at the car. 4-way power windows, power mirrors, and the child lock, which I always hated those to begin with. Over here we have, I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, okay, I shouldn't have touched that. Dimmer, your trunk switch, and this is your parking assist, which I don't know how that works yet, but I think it helps you park a car, like if you're parallel parking. Over here we have a storage compartment for your sunglasses or for, you know, candy bar or whatever. So I wouldn't leave a candy bar in here for too long during the summer. The driver's seat is beautifully powered. Let's see, we have here, let's see, front part of the bucket up and down, and also rear part of the rear part of the entire seat can go up if you are short, and forward, backwards. There we go. This is your lumbar support, I believe, and this is for the back of the chair to go up or back. Here's the key. Looks kind of odd, you may say, but the nice thing is this car actually does have a key. Ouch. Of course, we have Sirius XM radio, which is beautifully amazing. Start this little beast. Okay, so here we have our audio display. This is for the radio. Currently we are listening to Symphony Hall, Beethoven, of course 1940s Junction. That's what we like to listen to, but that's not the point. You could sync your iPhone or your Android device. OnStar navigation. With the brand new vehicle, you get 3 months free. After that, you have to pay for it. I don't know how much it is a month, but the cool thing is you can sync your phone, and then projection will let you use the maps on your phone. Let's see, of course, there's OnStar for texting. Of course, down here you have your AC controls. You have dual zones climate, so their passenger can have it at low, which is quote-unquote 58 degrees, and the driver can have it at 69 degrees if they want to. Now, I'm sure there would be some cross ventilation, however, and then the nice thing is if you want the whole car to be about the same temperature, you can synchronize it. Also, you can automatically hit auto, like most cars, you know about this, auto, and the blower will compensate to make the car that temperature as close as possible. Of course, if you're a control freak like I am, you gotta play with the buttons. Center console, another little compartment, and here you have a cigarette lighter, 12-volt plug. It's not an actual cigarette lighter, it's a 12-volt plug for a 90s. Those who were born in the 90s and 80s remember cars that had cigarette lighters. I should say 80s, 90s, and before. Remember cigarette lighters in their plugs. The shifter has, you know, your typical PRND. It also has manual mode, which doesn't really do much except you can control it a little bit. I think it's more for if you're driving in the mountains. Then it would be way more beneficial. There's that. On the steering wheel, this is for your phone, mostly for your phone functions right here. This is for end the call or for voice. If you wanted to, say a command, it'll do the tone, and you could say call, call home, BET, phone home. These right here control your dash display, which we will look at in a minute. Oh crap. Over here, I don't know how much you can see. Over here is for your cruise control. So this is saying cruise control is off, now it is on. This is to cancel your speed, and you can set your speed or resume your speed, and you can also adjust your speed right there by those couple of notches. Okay, so here is the dashboard. The dashboard, you have your options for display of, let's see, the coolant temperature, so the car is running at about 194 degrees. Average speed is 10.5 miles per hour, as we have never taken this car on the highway. Let's see, all the tires are slightly low except for one. Let's see, 98% before we need an oil change. Our instant fuel economy is 0, as we are sitting here at idle. Fuel range, there's the trip, and so far we have been averaging 20 miles to the gallon. And that's back to speed. That's where we usually keep it. Now, the one feature I don't like that these newer cars have is what is called auto stop. Now, I'm not sure if I can get this car to do it. Imagine you're driving along, all of a sudden you're in a traffic jam. Anyways, you're stuck at a light or in traffic, the engine will actually shut off to quote unquote save you fuel. Your accessories and everything will remain on, however your air conditioner will obviously lose some power. Intensity, I should say. It will lose the intensity of the air. Well, of course I ain't going to do it, so whatever. So that is the biggest feature that I don't like so far, is that it turns the engine off, and then of course as soon as you release the brake, the motor fires right back up and away you go. However, my thought is that would increase wear and tear on the starter, and this isn't just the Impala, this is just all Chevy small cars. So I mean, this increases wear and tear on the starter. The pennies it saves you in fuel economy is not worth it, because this car, let's face it, just sips the gas. It's probably only got like a 12-gallon tank. This is not a direct quote. I do not know. So that is the biggest thing I don't like so far. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you is up here, the console. Here we have for our moonroof. This is for the shade. I keep saying moonroof. It's a sunroof. Just to bring the shade back. Oops. And now this is to open the roof. That's for vent. And we now have a powered sunroof. Which I think can go back more, can't it? No, okay, that's as far back as it goes. And to close it, then we close our vent, our shade. And there it is. Of course, you have your OnStar controls. And that's it. One thing I did fail to mention was that in addition to going up and down, the steering wheel is also telescoping. So it can come out or go in based on driver preference. Very smooth operating vehicle. I should have done a review of the Equinox when we had it for the one day. I hated that thing so much that I didn't. Very smooth handling vehicle. And the air conditioning works wonderfully. It's already 72 degrees out here. It's been raining all night. Let's make a quick run up the road. Open this thing up a tiny bit. Sorry, mate. We'll run up to Greenfield, which is a 40-mile-an-hour zone. Of course, you have the typical fake computerized turn signals. Now, this particular road is extremely bumpy. And we're talking about, like, these are baby speed bumps that they've put in. I don't know the exact specs, but I believe this vehicle gets about 20 to 25 miles per gallon. It's got to get more than that. As soon as I turn, 3, 2, whoa. Hear a little whine of the turbocharger, but it goes. This is actually a similar motor to what is in our 1986 Sea Ray, the inline 4. That's a 170 cubic inch, which is, I think, about a 3.0. So it's close. You can hear actually a little bit of the same kind of a growl. The motor sounds a lot bigger than it really is. Alright guys, that's just been a review of the 2017 Chevrolet Impala. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you choose to buy one, you know, that's great. If you don't, well, there's plenty of other vehicles that GM offers. The Impala has a slightly better ride than the Malibu. It also has bigger engine options, you know, as a stock. So, you know, as a 90s kid, we grew up with V6s in the cars. Let's face it. So that was kind of ingrained into me. You know, that a car has a V6. So this 4-cylinder is kind of foreign territory to me, but we'll see how it holds up. Thanks for watching, commenting, and subscribing.